We often believe our gut instincts guide us well, especially with money. We feel an urge to buy that new gadget, upgrade our car, or move into a bigger house, rationalizing it as a reward or necessity. But what if that very intuition is precisely what's keeping real financial independence perpetually out of reach? What if the path to true wealth looks nothing like what our brains are telling us to pursue? It's a question challenging our deepest assumptions about success. The unsettling truth: our financial intuition often masters self-sabotage, subtly leading us astray. It's not conspiracy, it's simply how our minds are wired. We're battling ancient psychological forces in a modern financial landscape. This manifests as lifestyle inflation, that insidious creep where every income rise is met with a disproportionate expense rise. A raise comes and suddenly the old car feels inadequate, the apartment too small, vacations an entitlement. This isn't willpower failure, it's a deeply embedded psychological pattern. Our brains, optimized for immediate gratification, struggle with abstract, delayed investment rewards. We're bombarded with success images, often material, perceiving status symbols as achievement. We miss that these can be gilded cages, locking us into earning more to maintain an image. The core problem isn't financial literacy. It's a conflict between logical understanding of long-term wealth and primal desire for immediate pleasure and social validation. We believe we're rational, but ancient psychological drivers like hedonic adaptation and social comparison subtly call the shots, diverting resources from true independence. To truly grasp this, consider Thomas Stanley and William Danko's groundbreaking work, The Millionaire Next Door. Their study contrasted prodigious accumulators of wealth PAWs and underaccumulators of wealth UAWs. What they uncovered shattered conventional perceptions of wealthy. PWs, the real millionaires, rarely drove new luxury cars, lived in sprawling mansions, or flaunted designer clothes. Their wealth was largely invisible. They were characterized by consistent frugality, disciplined living below their means, and systematic investment. They understood visible consumption was often a drain, not a marker of wealth. UAWs, often high earners with little net worth, frequently projected affluence. They drove expensive cars, wore flashy watches, lived in neighborhoods demanding higher property taxes. Their wealth was performative, designed for external validation, but internally, they were often living paycheck to paycheck, one crisis away. This isn't merely about income, it's about fundamental behaviors and psychological responses to money. PAWs instinctively understood real wealth grants freedom, optionality, and security, while visible status displays incur debt and obligations diminishing that freedom. Let's zoom in on a common pitfall: the irresistible allure of a brand new car. The sleek lines, new car scent, gleaming technology, it all speaks to accomplishment, a tangible reward. This immediate satisfaction, this brief dopamine surge, is what our financial intuition often chases. It tells us, you deserve this. This is success. But what's the actual hidden cost? The moment you drive it off the lot, the car suffers significant depreciation. In the first year alone, it can lose 1,520% of its value, then another 1,015% annually for several years. Thousands vanish. Factor in higher insurance, more expensive specialized maintenance, and often higher interest rates if financed over 5 or 6 years. And the true cost is staggering, far beyond the sticker price. Now the long-term math. Imagine the difference between a $40,000 new car and a reliable $15,000 used car. That $25,000, if invested over 30 years at a modest 7% annual return, doesn't just double. Thanks to compounding, it could astonishingly grow to over 190,000 rails. That $190,000 is the tangible financial freedom you forfeited for a fleeting pleasure. The unsexy alternative. A meticulously researched, reliable used vehicle. It gets you from point A to point B just as effectively, but frees up significant capital to work for you, silently accumulating genuine wealth, rather than vanishing into depreciation. This choice isn't deprivation, it's deliberate optimization. Another pervasive pattern quietly sabotaging financial progress is lifestyle inflation. You get a promotion, a significant raise, and the first thought isn't investing the surplus. Instead, it's upgrading a larger apartment, a house in a better neighborhood, more expensive dining, or frequent, extravagant vacations. Each upgrade feels like natural progression, a deserved reward. Our intuition says this is simply living better, yet the profound hidden cost is lost opportunity, erosion of your savings rate, and increasing dependency on elevated income. Each dollar spent on lifestyle upgrades is a dollar not saved, not invested, not compounding for your future. This behavior can trap individuals in golden handcuffs. They become dependent on higher income just to maintain their elevated lifestyle. making it harder to take career risks, change professions, or even consider early retirement. The long-term math is brutal. If someone saves 10% of income, but inflates their lifestyle by 80% of every raise, their path to financial independence becomes an endless treadmill. Compare this to someone maintaining core living expenses as income rises, instead investing 50% or more of each raise. The gap in accumulated wealth over decades is astronomical, creating divergent financial realities. The unsexy alternative: consciously live on last year's income, despite a pay bump. When that raise comes, acknowledge it, then automatically divert 50% or more directly into long-term investments before you even see it. It's not glamorous. It builds the foundation for genuine freedom. This constant battle against financial intuition necessitates a crucial identity shift. Our consumer culture relentlessly equates wealth with visible consumption: the fancy car, designer clothes, the sprawling, depth-laden home. But true, enduring wealth is almost always invisible. It's not about projecting affluence. It's about possessing the ultimate luxury: independence. It's the freedom to say no to a demanding boss, the optionality to pursue a passion project without financial pressure, the profound control over your time, decisions, and future. Real wealth isn't about what you own. It's about what you don't have to do. It's the quiet confidence from a robust emergency fund, a diversified investment portfolio, and the knowledge that your choices are driven by desire and ambition, not financial necessity. It's understanding that a carefully chosen 5-year-old car isn't a sign of struggle, but a deliberate strategic decision to funnel resources towards assets that appreciate, rather than liabilities that depreciate. This redefinition of wealth is critical, moving us away from social comparison towards a personal journey of empowerment and genuine financial mastery. So, if your financial intuition is subtly nudging you towards performative spending, it's time to consciously override it. For the next 24 hours, I challenge you to implement a simple yet powerful strategy. Delay any non-essential purchase you feel an immediate urge to make. Just 24 hours. Use that time to calculate the true long-term cost of that item, including the profound opportunity cost of investing that money instead. Ask yourself, honestly, is this purchase truly adding to my optionality, my freedom, and my long-term control? Or is it just another link in the chain of future obligations, a fleeting dopamine hit disguised as a necessity? This small act of conscious delay can begin to rewire your financial intuition, aligning it not with fleeting satisfaction, but with the enduring power of genuine wealth and profound personal freedom.